Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris Watches the World. Today we're doing the same thing we do every day. We're going to react to this crazy world. Today we are headed to Wisconsin to see what shenanigans we can get into. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. I'm going to start it over. Let's go.
Good evening. I'm Ryan Jenkins. And first tonight, TMJ4 News has learned the man arrested for shooting and killing a Canadian tourist was a DoorDash driver. Police say 35-year-old Luis Cruz Burgos was arrested when they conducted a search warrant on Cruz Court in Sheboygan last night. He's now facing a charge of first-degree reckless homicide. I have been in Sheboygan Falls reporting on this shooting since it happened on Wednesday. Tonight, the victim's family asking me to share this statement, thanking police for making an arrest and sending their appreciation to, quote, all the local businesses who have offered their services and to every person who reached out, sent a message, or held us in their prayers. They also say they're working to bring Mike's body home to Canada, which they hope to do on Monday. A newly obtained criminal complaint details the moments leading up to that shooting. Kaylee Starr went back to Sheboygan Falls today. She joins us now with a breakdown of what's in that criminal complaint and has reaction from neighbors like Carla, who are glad an arrest was made.
New video from a neighbor shows authorities entering a Sheboygan home Friday night.
Yeah, this is not going to be done in like 20 minutes.
Taking 35-year-old Luis Cruz Burgos into custody. He's the man now charged with the murder of Canadian tourist Mike Robinson in Sheboygan Falls earlier this week. When I went back to the home Saturday, a woman who said she was a relative answered the door.
No comment from you guys?
I can't say nothing right now.
Neighbors tell me the family moved in about a year ago, kept to themselves, and often ordered DoorDash. Now, new court documents obtained by TMJ4 show Cruz Burgos was working a DoorDash delivery in Sheboygan Falls when he encountered Robinson and his group. Prosecutors say the group had just left a bar after celebrating a hole-in-one Robinson made earlier that day. They tried to order an Uber, but there were no rides close by, so they asked Cruz Burgos for a ride back to their hotel in nearby Kohler. After being told it would be $60 per person, later described as $40 total, the group decided they would walk away. The criminal complaint says minutes later, the group with Robinson saw a car identical to Cruz Burgos's drive past and a shot was fired. Robinson died at the scene.
Wait a minute. You mean the guy shot somebody because they decided not to get a ride? That can't be
In that same spot Saturday, Carla Van S placed a sign at a growing memorial downtown.
This makes me so sad. It just does. It makes me so sad.
As a lifelong Sheboygan Falls resident, she says the arrest is a step towards healing.
I want to see that person go through the system and if he is found guilty, then be held accountable.
Wow. So I think I've listened to this story, right? So the guy was a Uber driver or something, and he wanted, like, I guess those people needed a ride, but they decided they didn't want the ride because I guess they didn't want to pay, so they just walked. So then this guy got upset because they didn't want to ride, so he drove by and just fired a shot off, ended up killing one of the guys. Is that correct? I think y'all let me know in the comments. Am I right? I think that's what's going on. Such a senseless murder. This monster needs to stay in prison. He shot him for $60, just senseless. Yes. Condolences to Canadian tourists, family, and friends. I couldn't imagine being his parents. Then it's somebody getting murdered over something so senseless. Y'all stay out of the States. And if y'all go out, man, I'm telling y'all, it ain't safe like y'all think it is. People is crazy in these streets. These demons are among us. The death sentence needs to be brought back for this type of crime, so this stops. Man, look, we ain't talking about no death penalty. We are talking about the death penalty, but we're talking about the expedited version where, hey, if the man caught in 4K, all the ballistics line up, and we know for 100% fact that this guy is guilty, hey, get him on up out of here. 2 weeks tops. We just need the evidence to be processed and everything to be processed, so we know it's 100% him. Get him on out of here. Get his head on a chopping block. Lethal injection, electric chair. I don't care. Eye for an eye at this point. We need to send a message to these criminals that this ain't gonna be tolerated. I guarantee if people think they're gonna get If they know if they do a harsh crime that they'll be executed, I guarantee they'll think twice. I might be out of here in 2 weeks. No, I don't think I'm gonna do that tonight. Let's say as a Canadian, this is a sad story, 1,000,000%. But there is a silver lining here. There are really good Americans and Canadians out there who love to support one another. There's no silver lining, man. Tell it to his family. I'm afraid they will spit in my food. Now I'm afraid they will rob and kill me. I would never have a stranger bring me food. Give this beast a needle. That's how I feel. So he said no thank you, and the driver shot him. That's the motive. And that's what I'm saying. Let me check out some of these replies, bro. They may not have said no thank you, but it might have been more abrupt while under the influence of evening celebration. It don't matter. I don't care if the man said, fuck off, dude. He don't deserve to be shot. They may have been angrier. Stronger words are strange, but killing is no more thought than turning out a light. He said, and but anyway, guys, okay, here, hold on. We got
allegations.
I found an update to this case. Let's check it out right
Report from the complaint established an extremely violent, senseless act committed by this defendant.
We begin in Sheboygan County, where the court set a $2 million cash bail for the man accused of killing a Canadian tourist.
35-year-old Luis Cruz Burgos was arrested at his Sheboygan home on Friday and is facing a first-degree reckless homicide charge for the death of 32-year-old Michael
Cut this motherfucker
Robinson.
head off.
According to the criminal complaint, Robinson and 3 other people all tried to find a ride back to their hotel last Tuesday night. They tried to negotiate a price with Burgos, a delivery driver. They then decided to walk instead. It was on that walk back, prosecutors say Burgos shot and killed Robinson.
Tonight, TMJ4's Lighthouse team has obtained court records from Florida that show Cruz Burgos has been prohibited from possessing firearms for the past 6 years.
TMJ4's Lighthouse reporter Ben Jordan breaks down what those documents reveal about Cruz Burgos' past and finds out whether that Florida order applied to his ability to have a gun here in Wisconsin.
These court documents take us back to 2019 when police near Tampa, Florida determined Luis Cruz Burgos violated a domestic violence order for allegedly contacting the victim. The violation came with a new order. He was banned from having guns, and court records show that remains into effect to this day. After Cruz Burgos was arrested last week for allegedly murdering a Canadian tourist in Sheboygan Falls, he told police he did not have a gun and did not shoot anyone. His alibi, he told police, brought up today in court.
He explained he no longer possesses them from a court order in Florida from 2019.
That court order informed Cruz Burgos he violated a domestic violence protection order for communicating with the victim, a misdemeanor crime in Florida. It came with 2 special conditions. He's not allowed to have ammunition or firearms. This document shows the order was mailed to Cruz Burgos when he lived in Pennsylvania, and it came with a court date, but he never showed up. Criminal defense attorney Patrick Cafferty says that means the Florida case remains open.
Does that order telling him he cannot possess guns or ammunition in Florida apply to Wisconsin?
Look, I'm going to say this. At this point, it don't even matter. None of that matter. What matters is his actions of what he did here, there in Wisconsin. That's what matters. I mean, that's going to add to it. But at the same time, that is, you know what I'm saying? I know they're going to apply that to this, but that had nothing to do with his actions that he did in Wisconsin. Like in Wisconsin, he until proven he had the gun. He shot the man because they didn't agree to his terms, and he murdered the guy. It's the end of the story. There's no this, if, and that. Hey, we got everything we need. We just got to prove it.
So he's still out on bail from this 2019 case, and one of the conditions of his bail was that he not possess any ammunition or firearms. So regardless of what state he went to, Wisconsin, Indiana, wherever it may be, the rules from Florida were still applicable to him.
We checked Cruz Burgos' criminal history in Wisconsin and 3 other states where we've learned he's lived. The domestic violence no contact order in Florida was the only alleged criminal violation we could find prior to the reckless homicide.
Well, he didn't have that many priors, but he still didn't need a gun for obvious reasons. Let's check out in the comments. So there was a law that said he could not possess a gun, yet he is accused of killing someone with a gun. Does that mean a law against a gun does not stop someone with criminal intent? This is a joke on our legal system. If he's guilty of a Wisconsin crime, the Florida orders didn't mean anything to him. So the validity or application of those orders is a red herring defense. I am not surprised your reporter took the bait. Yeah, guys. I mean, this is another one of those just senseless crimes where we need to go ahead and be off with them. We don't need to waste tax dollars with him in the system. Guys, I know I seem to. I guess I seem to come off to promote violence, but there's something has to be done about this. It's getting out of hand. It ain't got nothing to do with public executions, even though I do believe we need those. But we got to start just treating criminals like criminals. Once you forfeit your right to be in the community with one of these heinous and heartless and vicious crimes like these, just senseless murder, just go ahead and do away with them. Like, so you took his life, you can't bring him back. If you can, hey, we'll give you some grace, but you can't. So hey, it just is what it is. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. If you will, go ahead and like and subscribe for more videos like these. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.